In my last video that I made on Quine, I spoke about his most popular essay, Two Dogmas of Empiricism. Today I'd like to talk about another essay that's less known but equally as important called Truth by Convention. In Quine's time, there was this idea in analytic philosophy that logical truths and mathematical truths were truths by convention, or simply made up, and that the conclusions drawn from them are drawn from the premises which are manufactured. In Quine's paper, Truth by Convention, he argues against the notion popular at the time. His argument is pretty straightforward, but it's hidden within his work and takes a long time to dig up, as is the case with all arguments we will also examine further on. Quine's critique of truth by convention is that in order to establish a convention, you first must presuppose logic. For example, let's take the convention x and y equals xy. You must already have an understanding of the notion of and as well as x and y. Therefore, x or xy. All of these things are valid conclusions. However, in order to understand your conclusion, you first need to understand the convention, but you can't understand the convention without knowing logic. Ignoring the problem of articles, such as and, or when you speak of x or y, you still assume universal identity and a signifier which remains the same, therefore assuming a logical nature or logical laws. You can't get them from convention because the convention assumes their veracity to begin with, nor can you derive it from another convention, as it begs the question of how we know what it means. In conclusion, in order to establish the convention, you need to establish it along the lines of something, and that can only be logic if we are talking about truth.